welcome my friend Cian. Cian's out here. Cian and I are kind of glutton when it comes to meat. We eat a lot of meat.
A lot.
We eat a lot of good meat.
A lot of good meat.
Only.
A lot of fatty.
Because we're spoiled rotten is what we are.
Wagyu.
With the quality. So today we're going to do some Wagyu. We're also going to do pure country skirt.
Okay.
I
One of my
love
favorite
skirt.
cuts.
And we're just going to sear it up. It's salt only, right? Because we want to taste that meat.
When you start off with a good product, that's all you need.
That's half of it, right?
Yep. Ooh, what do we have here?
Wagyu beef fat.
So how did you render it? You just slow cooked it down to...
Oh yeah, it's ground. So Charlie and I grind it down, and then a little bit of water, pot. Usually do a big batch.
Wow.
And then slowly render.
Look how clear that is.
Oh no, this stuff's so clean, dude. Like,
wow.
Like you can just use it as lotion. You want to do that?
little lip balm.
Huh? What's this? What's this?
Little Wagyu strip loin.
From?
Pacific Road.
Yeah.
From the southern Oregon coast.
Yes.
Little beach town.
One of the cuts you introduced us to, Pacific Road, one of our farms that we use. Pure country.
Such an underutilized, underused steak.
I hate that I call this our regular beef because it's far from regular.
It's so amazing.
It's so not just regular, right?
My lips are very juicy right now from that big tallow. It's all juicy.
So juicy.
I feel like this just replaced my lotion at home.
Dude, it's probably better than lip balm. Look at that. Oh, this is what they do for tattoos. It's like shine that shit up.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
You can smell. You know
the
the
Wagyu.
unique thing about this beef, the dry aging element, and the feed. It smells
pure country.
It smells so different when you cook it.
Also, those of us who may or may not know about dry aging, this is going to be a lot drier because it's hanging, right?
Yeah.
Outside the inner cuts, right? What other cuts out there on the animal?
Hanging tender.
Hanging tender.
Just literally just
hanging.
Dangling.
Yep.
Right on near the diaphragm. Yeah. Flank. The bavette.
Bavette gets a nice air dry.
Inside skirt as
inside
well.
Skirt.
The toro is kind of there, but it's
right.
a little encapsulated with fat. Yeah. Now, how do you like to cook your steaks, chef?
Depends, dude. New York strip, Wagyu New York strip. We're gonna cook mid-rare.
Okay.
This skirt, I'll eat anywhere from rare to mid-well, honestly.
Okay. And how come?
I like the hard, crunchy sear on the skirt. And I think skirt's so versatile. Look at that.
Oh,
baby.
man. Look at that caramelization.
Skirt's
I think
so
you've been
versatile.
cooking for some time, because that's perfect sear there, bud.
And we're outside. And it's 29 degrees. Is it? How cold is it?
It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold. Yeah, man. That looks great.
Yeah.
Now, I'm noticing there's not a lot of splashing or anything like that. That's probably due to the low moisture content in the meat.
Low moisture content in the meat, the cleanliness of this, right? And there's no moisture coming out of that meat. Like, think about home, right?
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of that out here, but again, that's quality. That's dry aging, right? What's our beef dry aged for?
So about 18 to 21 days on the rail is what we dry age our animals for.
And then we just did. I always say we're part of the family
That's
here.
right.
Let's talk about that super beef.
Oh,
That shit was nuts.
28 days. We pushed that. We've actually pushed.
Yeah, but it was pasture raised for what, 8 or 9 months longer.
Yeah, the animal was 32 to 33 months of age. So
We're generally we're 21.
22 to 24.
Okay.
Yeah. Where the big guys, the big guys, they're only harvesting at about 16 to 18 months, right? So the super prime beef was almost double the age.
Right.
Yeah.
And now why don't we do that more?
Oh man. We'd love to do it more, but it costs so much.
It costs so much
right?
more.
I mean, you imagine,
and like you think about that ratio of 8 to 9 months longer at
feed,
pasture. You
on
got
pasture.
feed. It's a bigger animal. It takes more to harvest, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Those are things that a lot of people like kind of don't understand. Of like, well, if it's that good, then why don't you do it all the time, right?
We would love to do it all the time.
Do you wear Gucci shoes every day?
Sometimes.
This guy. I staged at this restaurant in LA when I was a kid, and chef would roll in, and he was in Gucci slides. He had a Rolex watch on. Yeah, I was like, it was like one of my first chef crushes. Right? I was like, oh my god, this guy's a fucking baller.
You want to name names?
Josiah Citron. Yeah.
Okay.
I just texted him the other day, and I said, Chef, how you doing, man? It's your stage from 2001 is when I staged that.
Do you remember you?
He did.
How could you forget?
He texted me back and said, Tyler, hope you're doing well. That's what I got. That's all I got from him.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
What do you think?
That's how you know. Now, Chef, do you like to let it sit for a little bit?
Oh yeah.
And then re-season it a little bit, or?
We're gonna let it rest, and then because we're salty dogs, I'm gonna slice it right there. Go straight down the grain. A little bit of fleur-de-sel on there.
Now,
And
Chef.
then we're gonna give it the Evan face.
This cut is really strange to me because
Why?
I feel like outside skirt is one of the cuts that you don't have to cut against the grain and it's still super buttery.
Should we try it?
I think so.
Straight down.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, okay.
I love it. It's one of the. There's so much intermuscular
We
marbling.
should probably eat this one too. Guy over there holding the boom.
This is literally for two. This is a table for two right now.
You forget. So, what was it? Our first prime rib night, Charlie, when CN showed up. We gave him a meat and three platter of probably like a 22-ounce slab of prime rib.
I ate the whole thing.
You guys know I'm a pretty big guy. This guy ate his body weight in ribeye meat and three. That was
amazing.
That was ridiculous.
It was amazing.
That was pretty awesome.
Now, one of the things that I have a hard time eating is the whole 1, 2, 3A short rib.
Oh, dude. I said this last night because we're doing them tomorrow. We're doing those tomorrow. And, they was like, oh, what's steak night? I was like, oh, it's fucking dino beef rib night. Like, oh, I gotta have that. And I was like, dude, you just prepare. Half. I can eat a ton of meat in a sitting. I can't. I'm not ashamed to say that. Especially if it's one of my faves. But I can't eat that thing, dude.
No.
It's so rich.
That's an item for two.
And coming from you,
that's an item for two.
That's legit.
Yeah, that
take
scares
that
me.
Pepsi challenge.
That scares me to eat the whole thing.
It's so rich. It's so delicious, though, isn't it?
Chef, I'm gonna grab this salt, okay?
Okay.
We ready to season?
Yeah.
A little Salt Bay action.
Here you go. Did you just Salt Bay? Come on, man.
I CN Bayed.
That's what I was gonna say. You gotta come up with your own shit. CN Bay. That's gonna be I'm gonna put that as your contact info on my phone now.
Look at that.
CN Bay.
Okay.
Let me see it. Oh, buddy. Come on.
That was
That's
perfect.
Beautiful.
I think you've been doing this for a little bit, huh?
Once or twice.
Okay, Chef. So I'm gonna cut this one. This one was with the grain.
With.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do against the grain.
Against the grain.
Let's
Against.
See, can he notice the difference?
Oh, we're gonna blind test there.
On the outside skirt.
Blind test.
Will you know the difference on an outside skirt?
Okay. You're telling me you're gonna tell. That one was with the grain.
Okay. But was it good?
Oh, it's delicious. It's still great.
Okay.
With the grain. No?
Ridiculous.
It's so good.
That's so good. So beefy. So juicy. Hey, I gotta get in here.
It's more tender.
You think that's more tender?
I kind of do.
You think this one's more tender?
Mm-hmm.
My gosh. This is pure country?
No, that one is. Gotcha. Pure country.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
Woo!
Okay, so we're the meat guys here.
Yep.
We eat this all the time. Evan,
Yep.
did you get both?
Yep.
What did you think?
I don't know. I couldn't really tell a big difference.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I'm saying. The outside skirt is one of those muscles where it's almost strange that you can cut it both ways, and it's almost
yeah. It's not like strenuous to chew through.
Yeah, yeah.
Where on the other
crazy.
hand, like, if you did that with flank,
couldn't do
No
it.
way. No way.
Bobette,
I'm gonna save some of this for Jim. I know he's been waiting on this. So.
he's the old boomstick over there. Jimmy.
Oh my gosh.
No, Jimmy.
Look at how translucent the fat is.
Dirty Bo Jimmy.
Gordon Ramsay
That's my Gordon. That's not a very good one. I was just on the spot here. All right, so there's our Wagyu, right? New York strip. And this is Pacific Rogue, Oregon, and full blood, correct?
Full blood, yep.
Full blood means
100%.
100%
Yeah.
lineage traceable back to Japan.
Yep. Male, female, full blood.
Full,
No cross.
No crosses. Full blood Wagyu animal. Oh my god. Take it. Where are you going?
This piece right
That
here.
one. It's money, dude, right?
Pop back in.
We talked a little earlier
I'm getting
about
the
pricing and how Japanese can be very expensive. I would say that rivals
God damn.
a Japanese grade A5 Wagyu from Japan. That texture right there.
Well, let's just be clear here. Rivals in flavor and
Excuse me.
so many different elements, right? Because this is so much more affordable than $150 a pound, right, for an A5 New York. But for those of us who are beef maniacs, like we are, we want to eat more than fucking 3 ounces at a time.
Absolutely.
And you and I could eat probably one of those ourselves, no problem,
Easy.
and not feel too gross about it either,
Absolutely.
right? We're gonna feel good about that decision. I mean, we're old now. We made our bad decisions in life already, right?
That is sincerely
God, it's delicious.
phenomenal.
It's insane. So good. And again, that was just a little end scrap. It wasn't even a center cut slab, right?
Not to be biased by any means,
Yeah.
because this is what we do, and this is
You're
our
gonna
meat.
say something about pure country beef?
It amazes me every time. Every time I eat a steak.
It's something special, and it's something we talked about on our podcast before. It's like, do you remember the first time you had Wagyu beef, right? And I'm like, how do you explain it? And Charlie like, I don't know. Had no words for it. And I was like, it's just phenomenal. It's like when you first, it's like the first time you taste foie gras, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, holy shit, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You can eat chicken livers and moose and all those different liver parfaits and things like that, but until you actually have a perfectly cooked slice of foie gras, Hudson Valley, whatever it is, it's like you can eat beef all day. You can eat shitty beef from whatever grocery store, and then the first time you get an animal that's raised this way, fed this way,
Yeah.
taken care of this way, has lineage, has like a history, like you can almost, it's weird, you can almost like taste that,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
With or with grain, without grain?
I'll leave that one in your discretion, sir.
How about half and half? We'll just go diagonal.
Let's do it.
Where's the tacos, baby?
Oh,
Get some tortillas out here. Ah! See, that's the thinnest flap on the end of that skirt, and like I said, anywhere from rare to
look at how
mid-well.
look how juicy and all the fats.
Mmm. That has such a crazy different flavor tasting that after Wagyu. But you can
But it-
almost taste terroir.
I'm gonna have to test that.
But it's
theory
insane.
out.
So we got, you know, an Angus British Baldy cross and a full-blood Wagyu, and how similar but different they are.
Totally.
And one is outside and one is a strip loin.
Right.
They should eat so differently, but they're such well cared for, raised animals.
It's beautiful.
That's a wrap.
It's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. What a day. What a day.